Greetings, I am Toglin, Hell's Harlequin, but you may call me Tog. Today we're going to talk about pride flags. There is a lot of pride flags. You might be thinking of the typical rainbow flag. Oh, no. It gets much more in-depth than that. I once sold a bunch of pride flag hair bows at Pride a few years back, and it was suggested that I make hair bows in the colors of the other pride flags other than just the rainbow. And I'm like, there's other pride flags? And that opened me up to a whole world of crazy amounts of flags. Everyone needs a flag. Soon there'll be flags outnumbering people in this world. I kid you not. So I figured we'd look at a few of them. Like, this is as big of a list as I could find. And the creator of this list even says that they haven't found all the flags yet, but they're trying to compile every pride flag. So it's a little frightening. So first one would be the pride flag we all know and love, just the general gay LGBTQ plus whatever pride flag, general pride flag that you see at most pride rallies. All right, lesbian pride flag, because, you know, I want to be special. I don't want to associate with those other gays. I'm lesbian. Bisexual pride flag. Hey, I just want you guys to all know that I bang guys and girls, and I need a flag. Oh yeah. Pansexual pride flag. I'm actually bisexual, but I want to feel special. Very special. Polysexual. Well, I'm more special than that pansexual, even though I'm technically just bisexual as well. Omnisexual. I'm basically also bisexual, but I'm even more special, and I need a flag. Asexual. Well, I did a video on this before. Asexual is something I wouldn't mind touching on because it's one of the most misunderstood of all of these. It's where you do not have a romantic asexual attraction to anyone. Like, not at all, even a little bit. But it doesn't mean you have a low sex drive. People who are asexual can masturbate, they can have sex, and enjoy sexual activities, they're just not attracted. It's kind of like you can get a nice massage from a massage therapist without actually being attracted to her. Anyway, moving on. Demisexual. You know, back in my day, we used to call this being attracted to personality over looks. It means that you don't initially have attraction for anyone, but once you make an emotional connection with that person, you are then attracted to them. Like I said, back in my day, we didn't need a flag for this. It just meant that you go for personality over looks. Good for you. Okay, moving on. We're gonna start at this thing. Outdated lipstick femme flag. Actually, it looks basically like this still. It's just there's a heart, there's a kiss mark right here. There's actual lipstick on the lipstick flag, meaning that you are a very, very girly lesbian. I want to be a lesbian, but I don't want to cut my hair short, and I want to wear flowy skirts and be all pretty, and I need a flag. Butch lesbian. I'm a lesbian, and I'm manly, but I'm not a man. I'm still a lesbian. And I need a flag. Gay male. Well, I'm a gay dude. I need a flag. I don't want to just go with the rainbow. Sapphic. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these right, but apparently it's based off some sort of writer who is attracted to women. It means that you are a woman who is attracted to women, but, you know, you're too special to call yourself a lesbian. Achillean. That means you are a man who is attracted to men, but you are too special to call yourself gay. Dimorphic. That means that you are... Sorry, diamoric. Not diamorphic. Diamorphic just means, you know, just means that there's differences between the genders. But no, diamoric. That means that you are attracted to non-binary people. Agorasexual. That means that you like the idea of sex, but it's just not for you. Graysexual. It means you have a low libido and you probably need to see a doctor or a psychiatrist rather than have a flag. This means you're attracted to barbarians. Actually, no, it doesn't. Be pretty close enough, though. It means that you are a feminist lesbian. This is the Bear Brotherhood flag, meaning that you are a manly man who is into other men. You're just a very masculine gay man. With usually with a lot of body hair. And a little bit of a gut. You look like a bear. You're attracted to other men who look like bears. Twink, you are a very effeminate gay man who, makes sure you manscape and is very stereotypical. The typical gay man they cast in movies where it's like, oh my god, I'm fabulous! And you're attracted to other men like that. Twink. This means triic. I don't know how you say it, but you are a non-binary person attracted to women. Tauric, meaning you are a non-binary person attracted to men. So it means that you are attracted to non-binary people. Aromantic is that edgy boy that you know who says he's never getting a girlfriend ever whatsoever. Don't ever make him get a girlfriend. Demi-romantic means that he changed his mind. Alright, now we have the people of color pride flag because regular pride flag be too white, yo. Now we have the inclusive pride flag because, well, the regular pride flag does not include all of these other flags. South African pride flag because they wanted their own flag. Non-finsexual means that you are attracted to both non-binary people and men, basically anyone as long as they're not girly. No girly people. No minsexual means that you're attracted to anyone as long as they're not manly. No manly people. We don't like manly people here. Non-ninsexual means that you're only attracted to very non-manly or non-womanly people. They gotta be kind of androgynous and whatever, and they have to also be kind of non-binary. Agaromantic means that you like the idea of romance, but it's just not for you. Gray romantic means that you'll rarely get involved with romance. Rarely. Okay, we have the queer flag, meaning that it's no longer an insult. Look, we even have a flag. This is the original pride flag, back when it used to have a pink stripe. Victory over AIDS pride flag. Oh, that's nice. That's actually kind of a nice flag, especially if you knew someone with AIDS. Gynosexual means that you are attracted to women, but you are just attracted to women. But you don't necessarily identify as straight. Wait, sorry, I got that wrong. It means you're attracted to women and trans women. And feminine non-binaries. Androsexual means that you're attracted to men, and trans men, and masculine non-binaries. Heterosexual means that you're only attracted to non-binaries and androgynous people. Quinosexual, Queersexual, I don't know how to say these things. There's just I've been reading a lot of weird words today. Anyways, it means that you might be asexual. You don't know. You're questioning these things. Queeromantic means that you might want to be romantic someday. You don't know. You might never. Who knows? Alright, now, straight ally, that's a given. Queer chevron, because the regular queer flag is just too straight. Polyamorous. Actually, this flag's outdated, because now it's an infinity symbol with a heart. But that means that you are willing to get into relationships with multiple people, and because you believe in the concept that you are in love with more than one. You can be in love with more than one person and have a sexual relationship with more than one person without, basically, it's ethical non-monogamy, but with multiple relationships and feelings involved to set it aside from swinging and whatnots. You know, it's taken this long to actually get to something that's not basically the same thing over and over again, just reworded and rephrased. That's a little bit sad. But yeah, polyamorous is a bit of a complicated subject, so I'm just going to move on for now because got a lot of flags. Got more flags. Femeric means that you're attracted to women, but you do not identify as straight. Masic means you are attracted to men, but you do not identify as straight. Abrosexual means that you don't know what you're attracted to because it changes from day to day. ROAce means that you might be asexual because that changes from day to day. Oriented ROAce means that you're pretty sure it changes from day to day, and sometimes you want to have sex, sometimes you don't. And I need a flag. Homosexual, or I think it's short for postmodern sexual, not 100% sure, but it means that I don't like these arbitrary definitions of attraction. I'm too good for that. Coeosexual just means I don't find you sexy unless you find me sexy first, and somehow that needs a flag. Lithromantic means that I want to be romantic to you, tell you like me back, then if you like me back, I'm going to run away. Because I don't believe in this whole reciprocal romance thing. Just not my game. Phrasexual means you're only romantically or sexually attracted to people you don't know. Once you get to know them, it's just gone. It's all over with. You friend zone very easily. Epiromantic, it means that you very rarely want a romantic relationship and you're very rarely attracted to people. So it's kind of like demisexual and demi-romantic all in one little bundle. So rarely attracted to people or only attracted to people when you know them well, and that rarely happens, and you rarely want a romantic relationship with these people you're rarely attracted to. There's so many flags. There's so many flags. Why are there so many flags? Queer platonic means you have a platonic relationship with someone where it's more intense than a normal friendship, but you still want to keep the sex out of all that business. Reciprosexual means that you're only sexually attracted to people who reciprocate these feelings. Wasn't there one that already meant almost exactly the same thing? Why? Why do we need like 12 flags that mean one thing? Oh, I don't get it. Why? Why does everyone need a flag? Like I said, soon all these flags are going to outnumber the population. Ever have any notion? Anything? You need a flag. Are you mostly straight, but you're like, you know what? That actor's got a nice butt. You need a flag. Just everything. Everyone needs a flag for any reason or every reason they can possibly conceive to think of. And then they'll need multiple for the same thought. Unoppressed sexual also means that you're not sexually attracted to people unless, of course, they're sexually attracted to you or romantically attracted to you, or you're in a platonic relationship, so there's already some sort of relationship / friendship / something going on for you to ever feel attracted to them. Isn't that normal for most people? Like, I think the general population could have 50 flags at this point. This is just... Should I go on? Should I go on? Or should I end the video here? I think I'll go on, but I'm probably going to regret this. Oh, look, the normal flags! Or at least, comparatively normal compared to what we've seen. Transgender flag. We all know what transgender is. I hope. When you transition from male to female, female to male, hormones and surgery and all that jazz. Non-binary. where you're too cool to be trans and you just kind of you want a participation sticker without actually doing anything. I'm in the trans umbrella because I kept my hair short. I'm a chick. Don't question it. Just call me they, them. Actually, I'm a non-binary femme, so I'm still going to wear prom dresses all the time. But don't call me a lady. Gender fluid. That means one day you want to be called a lady. You're like, call me she today. The next day you're going to wear some overalls and say, call me he. And then the next day you're like, call me them. Them. Genderqueer. That means you might be non-binary, you might not be. You just say, gender is just a social concept. Trust, man. I'm genderqueer. Agender. I don't have a gender. Thank you very much. Demigirl. I'm kind of a girl. Somewhat, I guess. Oh, sorry. I got those confused. Demigender. I kind of have a gender. Somewhat, I guess. Demigirl. I'm kind of a girl. Somewhat, I guess. Demi-boy. I'm kind of a boy. Somewhat, I guess. Intersexual. Basically the same thing as intersex, meaning that you were born with parts that resemble male or female, whether that be a chromosome disorder or a simple birth defect. Sometimes male genitals get sucked inside the body so it externally looks like female. It's just something that happened while you were developing. Or it can even mean, it's a pretty big I'm just going to cover intersexual and intersex at the same time. It's an umbrella term meaning that you could have a medical condition that makes you appear to have properties of both sexes. It can be anything from just a very severe case of gynecomastia, man boobs, to a lot of other issues, chromosome disorders, or sorts of them. They're actually, like I said, it's a medical issue. People say hermaphrodite, but there is actually no true human hermaphrodites because we're not snails. It's impossible to have two fertile sets of genitals. I know people in the comment will argue with me, but look it up. Seriously. Androgyne just means you like to look androgynous. You like to identify as androgynous. So, kind of like David Bowie when he wears a dress. He's pretty regardless. Pangender. I am all gender. So basically you're Slanesh. Bigender. I'm two genders. At the same time, trigender. That doesn't make sense. Oh my goodness. What is a third gender? Are we like plants now? We require a bee to carry pollen, so there's three genders. There's the male and the female plant plus the bee. I don't know. Polygender. I'm not just three genders. I am all genders. Wait, wasn't there's pangender and polygender? You people and your pans and polys and omnis, and they all need a flag. Gender flux. I fluctuate. Sometimes I'm a man, sometimes a woman, sometimes a sklee. I don't know. Maybe I'm a mushroom. I have like 30,000 sexes. Aporogender means that you're neither male nor female, but you're also too special to be called non-binary. You're just that special, and you need an extra special flag. Maverick means that you're too special to be agender or non-binary. You don't identify as any gender, nor do you identify as neither. Or none. You're your own gender. That gender consists of one, being you. Because you're just that special. Neutrus is neither male nor female is your gender. You identify as neither male or female. You could think this means the same as agender or non-binary. Nope. You identify as neither male or female. Specifically that. Gray gender. Meaning that you might have a gender, Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Gender not conforming. Now, this one is one of the most hilarious ones on here because it could either mean that you're a chick who likes to work on cars, cut your hair really short, hell, shave your head, get lots of tattoos, and be super manly. You still identify as a woman, but you're very manly. And people think you're a man most of the time, but you're still a woman. You're gender non-conforming. It could also mean that, like, you're a normal dude, but you like to watch cooking shows and, well, actually everybody likes to watch cooking shows, but you like to knit and maybe watch ballet or something. You're also being gender non-conforming. We're all gender non-conforming. Nobody really fits gender stereotypes perfectly, and there's no actual definition on how gender non-conforming you can be for you to be gender non-conforming. So it could be just as simple as you like to knit and you're a man. And so all of us can take this label if we want to. We can all have this flag. This flag is for everyone because nobody fully conforms to their gender. Libragender means that you're mostly non-binary, but sometimes you relate to your gender, or the opposite gender. Sometimes you feel like you have a gender, but usually not. Librafemme means that you're mostly non-binary or non-gendered, but you can be a little feminine. You can be a little girly sometimes. Libramas means that, or mask, means that you're mostly non-binary, but you can be a little manly at times. Pivot gender is a non-binary person who sometimes identifies as their gender. Sometimes. Xenogender is an umbrella term for all of the various non-binaries. All of them. Gender fey means that you're gender fluid, but you never feel manly. Ever. And somehow that's different than being feminine. I don't know. I guess you just flux from feminine to neutral. I could come up with more snarky things like I did in the beginning, but I decided to take this all in one go, so I'm feeling depleted. This thing is sucking the life from me. You can sort of feel me dropping and drooping. I just hope I survive this process. Let's all hope that we survive this process of looking at all these flags. Whoever knew that looking at flags was so daunting. Gender fawn means that you're gender fluid, but you never feel girly. You're always manly to neutral. Two-spirit means that, from what I understand, it's a Native American thing where they basically had their own term for gays and basically gays and trans and all of their basic pre-colonial LGBT is what two-spirit basically it means. It's kind of an umbrella that could mean quite a few different things. So basically it means LGBT, but it's the pre-colonial term for it, or at least the Native American term for it. Hijra is the South Asian term for intersex and eunuchs. Israeli trans, well, that makes sense, just trans of Israel. Gender fleur is somebody who's gender fluid, but is never male or female. So it only flows between the various types of non-binary and agendered people. Cast gender means that you don't believe gender is important, and you identify as someone who doesn't believe gender is important. But it's important enough that you need a flag. Alexigender is somebody who's gender fluid, but who can never figure out what gender they're feeling like they are at any given moment. They're like, I know my gender is fluid, but I don't know if it's manly, feminine. I just don't know. I don't know. Demiandrogen is that you're not sure if you... Demiandrogen is that you don't know if you feel androgynous or not. Maybe. I'm questioning whether or not I'm androgynous. Demi-fluid means that you're questioning whether or not you're gender fluid, or you're only somewhat gender fluid. Quiet gender. I'm just going to go with that. Just means that you question what even is gender. Trans femme means that you're transgendered, but you identify as feminine, but not necessarily a woman. Trans masc means that you're transgendered, but you identify as masculine, not a male. Gender questioning. You're questioning your gender. Am I man, woman? Am I gender fluid? I just don't know. And guess what, folks? That is it. That is the last flag. At least until they make up 20 more of them, if not more. But, oh my goodness, I was just stating the same things over and over and over and over again. It's just insane. Does everyone need 20 different terms for the same thing? It's kind of silly. But I think it's just so that when they can say their sexuality, they can just fill out like an entire essay on what sexuality they are, and it's only one word at a time. They're like, I am non-binary, gender fluid, and a bunch of the others. I can't just be a lesbian, I have to be a super special lesbian. Oh my goodness, it's just all very silly. It's very, very silly, people. I suppose it's not intrinsically harmful. I mean, with the whole I'm not a gender type thing, the worst you can do is be kind of a dick to customer service people and complain about them and make big scenes in public. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. It's just kind of gives me a headache. But if you ever wanted to make a special snowflake dating profile, you could definitely take like a dozen of these terms and not be lying about anything and just make yourself look as special as possible. Like, cover your page in flags, because hell, I probably have 5 or 6 of these flags. I don't even know. I don't even have to try. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I wish all of you a pleasant rest of your day.